Blair Zōn, better known by her YouTube persona iilluminaughtii, is a creator who is previously well respected in the space of video essay channels. With a channel marketed towards exposing pyramid schemes, many, including myself, saw her videos as a breath of fresh air in a sea of video essays on this platform. Videos that have a common theme of being targeted towards horrible individuals. On the flip side, you had Blair, someone who spoke on other topics pertaining to big business. PETA, Temu, SeaWorld, Autism Speaks are just a few of the organizations she's criticized.
Or we're just desperate to get exposed. I'm not really sure which. But who am I to deny them of that experience, right? That company is called Temu, and at least that's how I'm going to be pronouncing the name, T-E-M-U.
Combine this with her grade A editing and pacing, and it's clear to see why someone would think she was a valid source for these topics. But indeed, this was all just one big masquerade, as in recent times, her past of manipulation, backstabbing, stalking, and many more have come into the limelight. And believe it or not, this all could have been avoided had she just shut her mouth. So, let's talk about it. This is the iilluminaughtii situation 6 months later. In April of 2023, Blair would take to Twitter to post an entire thread claiming that an editor, Danny Malcolm, from the channel Legal Eagle, was attempting to plagiarize her content's editing style. Now, of course, if you're an editor like myself, you know these claims were probably going to be some, well, BS. Blair believed that this editor attempted to steal her technique of highlighting text and paper ripping, stating that the editor even reached out to one of her editors asking them to share her techniques. The result of this was as expected, with many calling out how outrageous this was, and creators like HBomberGuy accusing her of plagiarism herself. Catching wind of everything going on surrounding his name, Legal Eagle would respond to Blair with tweets of his own. "Hey iilluminaughtii, I think this is a big misunderstanding. Perhaps great minds think alike. No one on my team is trying to copy you. Without an exhaustive review of your channel, I believe we used those styles before your channel did. We've used them for 3 to 4 years. Blair would later delete her tweet and apologize to Legal Eagle in private, which later turned into a public apology. So that's it, right? Blair started some stupid little drama, was promptly called out, and later apologized, leading to the end of the situation. Well, not quite. SadMilk was a group consisting of Oz Media, Wonderstruck Guy, Damian Lee, and of course our woman of the hour, iilluminaughtii. The group was created as a way for the pair to react to some memes, images, and overall whatever they could find on the internet. It was a cool little project for the group to have fun and just enjoy themselves. Unfortunately, SadMilk would disband in 2020 due to many feuds that happened behind the scenes having to do with Blair. However, the group didn't just start with these 4. Among the list of former SadMilk members was a creator by the name of TheClick. Seemingly taking an interest in Blair's whole discourse going on at the time, Click would take to the internet to add more fuel to the flames, giving more insight on Blair and her degenerate past with the group. I've seen a recent drama regarding iilluminaughtii, and like to clarify, I am not affiliated with her and haven't been for over 2 years. I left her in the collaboration group SadMilk due to similar behavior I've seen in the recent events. In this thread, the Click went over many other reasons he and many others a part of the group left due to iilluminaughtie's behavior. He mentions her blind rage towards others in the group, and her lashing out at fans and those around her. Oz Media and Wonderstruck Guy eventually came out with their own threads on Blair about her mistreatment of them. With so much going on regarding her name, Blair would respond in a video titled iilluminaughtii Exposed. No, seriously, this was her response, where in the video she was set out to debunk and disprove the claims being levied against her.
Hey everyone. Well, there's no really fun or interesting way to start this conversation, so you guys know what you're here for, and I'm just gonna jump into it the way I know how to. So I'm sure, as all of you know, many things have been said about me in the past week and a half-ish.
In this video, she addressed the drama regarding Legal Eagle, HBomberGuy's call out on her, and all the threads made by her previous collaborators. In regards to HBomberGuy's call out, Blair in the video would claim that she did in fact cite her sources in the description of her video, stating that she does this in all of her videos. In addition to this, she would somewhat take accountability for this not being obvious from the offset, stating that, quote, "This was certainly a poor editing choice." And that was it for her response to HBomberGuy. However, we still have a lot more to cover, as from here on out, the responses are very skewed. Her responses to the former SadMilk members was undoubtedly the most controversial and flimsy part of this video. She starts the section off by going over the history of the group, stating that talking about her history with the group has always been bittersweet.
In check. A lot of the things that I'm going to talk about in the most of this video, to be totally honest with you, are things kind of from the past. They involve old friends, people that I used to consider close friends and I used to trust and really enjoy spending time with. and kind of reopening a lot of these wounds is really painful.
Blair told her audience in this video that a lot of the workload for SadMilk fell almost entirely on her, stating that she was the one giving the video topics, the one in charge of scheduling, and even the one responsible for managing the channel itself. Stated that when the time came for the group to pay their portions for the editors, she was commonly ignored and forced to do it herself. It is here where the claims of her lashing out at others began, as she states she only began doing so due to her increasing frustrations with having to take on all the responsibility for the group.
I was also having to financially foot the bill to the project. As I said, it was burning me out pretty quickly, and I was thinking about leaving the group.
In her response to TheClick, Blair states that TheClick's old videos that coincidentally had started to resurface had nothing to do with her. Videos Click himself stated aged like milk, although Blair believes he still hasn't learned from his past mistakes, stating that he continued to use unsavory language even when they became friends, providing a screenshot for evidence showing that it made her and the other group members uncomfortable. Among that and TheClick's channel termination, Blair went into detail regarding some inappropriate behavior that had happened within TheClick's Discord server. As the story goes, a 19-year-old server member had gotten involved with a 12-year-old romantically. Upon hearing of this, the server mods tried reaching out to TheClick to get him to take action, and when that failed, they reached out to Blair to get this user banned from Discord entirely. However, while it may seem TheClick took no time to acknowledge this behavior, which happened within his space, it's worth noting that he couldn't have even known or taken any action even if he wanted to. Cause well, you see, TheClick during all of this was asleep due to him living in a completely different time zone from Blair and the others.
Detail that was conveniently left out of the accusations is that I was asleep. In my time zone, this occurred around 2 AM, and within the span of me sleeping, this random creep in question had already gotten banned.
Not only this, but Blair brings up another situation where TheClick allegedly allowed a mod in his server to send to a minor, concluding her segment by saying that TheClick allowed and harbored this type of behavior right in his own space, and that as the adult, he should take responsibility for it all. This again was something TheClick debunked in his response to Blair, offering up the idea that the situation was a lot more nuanced than Blair portrayed it in her video. TheClick in this video even elaborated more on the claims of Blair's mods being quote-unquote spies, something he mentioned in his initial callout thread. By explaining a situation where Blair paid someone $200 just to dig up dirt on him, and even created an alternate account by the name Schmertz, W name, as a way to smear his image even more. Worst of all, he states how Blair has been seen on a few occasions spreading rumors and lies in comment sections about him, even showing evidence of Blair shit-talking him for the way he supposedly treats his mods. They spend hours of their lives all to help some YouTuber they love and look up to. The very least thing any content creator can and should do is give their teams the respect they deserve. To disrespect them and try to throw them away is insane. They are the ones who have a pulse on the community. This one topic Click has me heated. These stupid how could they not care about the people who care about their community the most? How? With these revelations and the way Blair constantly kept the "I regret meeting you" tone within her video, it's no wonder her subscriber count eventually fell as far as it did, losing over 20 to 60,000 subs in the wake of Click's response. Wonderstruck eventually came out with his own response himself, featuring Oz Media, recuperating a lot of what he said on Twitter, just now giving screenshot evidence and proof of Blair's lies. I commonly hear a lot about how creators ruin their careers in minutes and sometimes even in a matter of seconds. However, I never truly saw a downfall as quick as Blair's. In a matter of a single tweet, Blair caused many people's eyes to be directed at her at once, allowing for her previous collaborators to air out her dirty laundry for the public to see. Nowadays, Blair's comments are filled with many calling out her spread of misinformation and saying how deserved/satisfying her downfall truly was. Another incident has recently popped up regarding Blair, however, I won't be covering it here. This video was on the shorter and less deep side of things. However, I hope you all still enjoyed this recollection of events. In other words, we are coming up on 1,000 subscribers, and all I can say is, thank you. I'm grateful, just I wasn't expecting to continue gaining subs when I left for those weeks. Anyways, with all that being said, here's some more videos of mine I think you'll really enjoy. I've been Just Quilted, and until next week, later.